Hey, what's up, everyone? This is Silver Slayer. Thanks for tuning in and welcome. We're about to cover some pretty heavy stuff. It is critical as an investor to know what's going on, to watch these videos. You cannot be blindly investing into the market and expect to make money. It's just not realistic. There's too many things happening right now, and all of these things are affecting the price of precious metals in the future. Now, all of these things look bullish, but we're talking about some serious things, much more severe than people realize. Throwing trillions of dollars into the economy is going to have a real adverse effect and a reaction and a consequence. There's always a cost to pay. Now, before we jump into this video, I just wanted to say thank you. I cannot thank you guys enough. I appreciate all the support on this channel. You guys know this channel is my heart, my soul, my passion. I'm always going to give you guys the facts. If I ever share my opinion, I'll let you guys know, but I don't say stuff just to say it. When I'm talking about something, I'm giving you guys vital information. I'm never just going to ramble on or start talking, mumbling or going off about stuff that's irrelevant. I'm always going to talk straight to the point and give you guys relevant information that you need. I was actually talking to someone earlier today about this. He said, just thank you so much because you show evidence, you show the charts, you show the facts, you're covering articles daily. He's like, I just appreciate that. He's like, it's really reassuring to know that you're covering stuff that is vital, and it was just really cool. It just kind of reminded me, you know what, I kind of, it's hard to think about your own content. It's kind of hard to view your own content because you're the one making it. I don't know if that makes sense, but it's definitely reassuring when someone tells me that I'm doing exactly what I'm trying to do. So anyways, now that we got that out the way, is it too late to invest? A lot of people are probably worried about this, and rightfully so. When people are talking about silver next year, beginning of the year, when things get worse, and trust me, they're going to get worse, you're going to start hearing everyone say this S word, which is silver, or probably gold and silver, because gold is the mascot, right? Gold is what drives people into this, into the precious metals world, and then they hear about this more affordable, cheaper, highly profitable little brother, which is silver, and then they usually drift on over to the silver world. My name is Silver Slayer, not Gold Slayer. I definitely have a thing for silver, and it's not, and honestly, this is not a biased opinion. I'm not just a hardcore silver stacker just to prove you guys right, or just to have that stereotype or that label. There's real facts. There's real reasons why I'm choosing silver. I've invested in the gold. I've invested in the cryptocurrency, Bitcoin, Litecoin, Ethereum. I've invested into everything from stocks to cards to everything. The whole point I'm saying that is I come from an unbiased opinion because I understand all those markets and I've been in all those markets. For example, people that have solely only invested in stocks cannot talk about precious metals because they have never been in this game. They don't understand it. And that's why the stock articles, the people that, these sources that come from stocks usually always talk about precious metals in a bad light. And when I'm looking at the points they're making on why you should invest, they're all wrong. They're all very misleading, and they don't share context. And context definitely matters. Reading between the lines, understanding not only that someone's saying something, but why they're saying it, right? That's so important, the why. So anyways, pretty soon, things are going to get interesting. I mean, they're already interesting, but next year, Joe Biden has a lot of food on his plate, and I don't think he's going to be able to eat it all. I hope he's hungry, because there's going to be a lot of stuff he has to deal with, and he's going to be the one to blame. The dollar, I read this article earlier today talking about the direction. It's just a theory. I'm not saying this is going to happen, but the direction that the world's about to go over the course of next year. This stimulus is not something to take lightly. Trillions of dollars, we've never done this before. Think about this. The largest stimulus we've ever thrown out was in 2008, which was billions of dollars. And look what that did to the dollar. Look what that did to the stock markets. Look what that did to the economy. It sent us in a recession/depression and led silver to $50 in 2011. The highest price silver's ever been was from billion-dollar stimulus. Now think about trillion. If you guys understand numbers, which it's hard to fathom how big of a number, how much money that is, but billions compared to trillions is a huge difference. And with the dollar already on its last leg, right? We've been talking about this pre-pandemic, that the dollar's on its last leg, lost 98% of its purchasing power, 44% in the last 20 years. We knew this, but this pandemic has sped things up times 10, tenfold. And people cannot fathom how much money trillions of dollars are and what that's going to do. We don't even know. Joe Biden doesn't know. That nobody knows because this is too severe. It's too big. But we have no choice. We have no choice. If Joe Biden wanted to win the election, if Donald Trump wanted the chance, they better be throwing out that T word. People want that paycheck. They need that paycheck. I'm not saying that trillions of dollars isn't a great thing to throw out to these people that have been laid off or, out of business or, whatever the case is. That's great. A quick buck is going to have a cost to pay, though. See, I'm coming from an investing, a realistic standpoint. I'm not trying to say who should get what and who shouldn't get what. That's really not the point. The point is looking at what's going to happen, right? We're investors. We don't care about emotions. We don't care about what's right or wrong. We're looking at the realistic outcome. And realistically, throwing that money out is going to have severe consequences, much more than I can even fathom. I know that's going to directly hurt the dollar, probably even more than I will admit, but it's going to hurt the dollar pretty bad. Pretty, and not only is it going to hurt the dollar, it's going to hurt the rest of the world. The dollar is the world's reserve currency. Everyone across the globe relies on the US dollar's strength, right? It's the world's reserve currency. So every other country, they rely on the strength of the dollar to hold. But the dollar strength is not going to hold. That's why you already see some countries opting out of the US dollar. Some countries are cashless nations. Some countries use Bitcoin, right? Things are going to get worse. I keep saying this because I don't want you guys to have a unrealistic expectation. A lot of people are going to say the pandemic's blowing over. Next year we have a fresh start, and that's so far from the truth, and that is dangerous information to tell people and to believe. Because if you start thinking that, you're going to start investing in the stocks, right? You're going to start becoming lackadaisical on your plan, your strategy, which is crucial now more than ever. We got to be on our A game, folks. We got to be on our toes. And I'm not trying to throw fear out there. I'm not trying to be one of these SHTF doomsday apocalyptic channels. I'm just speaking from a realistic standpoint of what's about to happen. And I can guarantee this because the dollar's strength is directly correlated to gold and silver. When the dollar's up, gold and silver's down. And when the dollar's down, gold and silver's up. So when the dollar gets hurt, and I say when, not if, but when, next year, that is going to push precious metals up. It doesn't mean it's going to hold the prices that high, but I can guarantee that it's going to push them up there. How high? I don't know. The thing is we have more reason that precious metals are going to rise than just stimulus. That's why prices are extremely bullish. If it was solely just stimulus, yes, they would rise, but I wouldn't be as confident that they're going to stay at these prices. But I am, because of all of these other things we've been talking about. If you've been watching any of my videos, there's so many reasons. I could name 100 reasons why precious metals will be bullish in the next 3 to 5 years, and hardly any reasons why they wouldn't. I can give you 100 reasons why stocks will not be bullish over the next 3 to 5 years, and I can't give you many reasons why they would. It makes sense. If you could fast forward into the future, 5 years from now, look back on this time, you would say, wow, it was so blatantly obvious that gold and silver were a perfect ticking time bomb waiting to explode. How did I not see this? You do not want to be one of those people regretting it. Take your doubts, throw it out the window, because when you doubt, when you lose faith in what is, then you set yourself up. You can't hesitate. People like my videos, at the end of my videos, especially the articles I cover, they just name all of these different reasons why precious metals are going to explode. At the end of the videos, I say this: if you can still sit here, especially if you've watched this whole video, if you've been tuning in this whole time, after I just covered 15 minutes of tons of reasons, probably 20 different reasons, and you still are a little skeptical or hesitant, you shouldn't be investing. Because investing, you have to look forwards. I mean, you can look back, you can see the patterns, but I mean, that's just a pattern. Looking forwards is where you get the answers. Just like investing into real estate. If you're going to buy some rental property or invest into a house and resell it in the future, you got to look at where that neighborhood, where that economy, or where that society, where that little, is headed. Are they building schools, tearing schools down? Are they building shopping centers, tearing them down? Does it look like that, does it look like that neighborhood is going to be flourishing in the next 10 years or getting worse? And that will determine, see, it's not about the price of the property right then. I mean, yeah, you can get a good price, but that's not the point. Most people just look at that point. Oh, I get a good deal, so you buy it. But you're not looking at where it's headed. You got to look at that. The thing is, mainstream media, they just look at silver's price right now. Just like buying that house. They just buy the house, don't look at where it's headed. Just like people right now, mainstream media, they're looking at silver's price right now. Oh, it's low. Oh, it's low. It's not even half. But you got to look forwards of where it's headed. That's investing 101. It's not about the price right now. Silver's price right now is extremely undervalued. That's blatantly obvious. An ounce of silver is worth a lot more than $25. And knowing that, since you know it's worth a lot more, then buy it right now for cheap. And then once it starts appreciating, sell it. In 10, 15, 20 years from now, do you honestly think silver will still be $25? Tell me that. With a straight face, can you honestly say that? Think about how much crazier. Think about how much time that is, by the way. 10, 15, 20 years from now, that's a lot of time for a lot of things to happen. Think about how weak the dollar would be. Think about our financial system. Think about the economy. Do you honestly think silver will still be $25? It won't. So if you're not planning on selling for another 10, 15 years like me, then paying $25, even $30 for an ounce of silver is a no-brainer. And I'm not just saying this to convince you guys to buy precious metals. I don't care if you buy it or not. I'm telling you what I see and how I feel. I could care less. It's not like I work for some silver company trying to get customers so I can get affiliate commission. I have no reason to try to convince you. I'm not trying to convince you. I'm telling you what's happening, and you can decide if you want or not. So I'm going to wrap this video up here. I hope you enjoyed this video. I posted another video earlier today, pretty early in the morning. It's just as important. If you guys have missed the last couple of weeks, all of my videos are critical to watch. And I'm not saying that to get views. I don't care about views. Honestly, every video that I've made has an extremely important message, extremely important information, telling you guys about what's happening and what's about to happen and what's to come. I'm not making this stuff up. I don't talk for no reason. I don't lie. Everything I've been talking about is extremely important. Times are getting serious, guys. People try to sweep it under the rug. People try to take it lightly. But understanding the economics, understanding how the economy works, understanding our financial system, things are a lot more severe than people even want to admit or believe. A lot of people are trying to almost put it like out of sight, out of mind. But you can't do that because it's the reality. And the more you do that, the more you're setting yourself up for failure. And failure during this time, it can get ugly. So anyways, hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you thought this video was educational, informational, at least entertaining, make sure to smash the like button. Subscribe, though. You got to be subscribed. On a daily basis, posting 2-3 videos a day, keeping you guys in the loop. I'll always give you guys the inside scoop. Always. thinking about silver 24/7, looking up articles daily, always giving you guys the articles that are fresh off the press, the newest information. Every article I cover is written same day, if not the day before at the latest. So any time you want the newest information of what's happening in the world of gold and silver, I got you. Just tune in, look for my channel, or just look on your subscriptions feed, and I'll give you a daily dose of what the markets are doing today and what you need to know, the most relevant information. So with that said, I'm gonna wrap this video up here. Thanks for tuning in. This was Silver Slayer. I'll see you guys soon. Peace.